Hello and welcome to week 5. We're more than halfway there now. This week we start our economics chapters. So if you go to week 5, there's economics chapter 1, PowerPoints and notes. Again, if it's a PDF, it's the PowerPoints with the notes. And if it's just a PPTX, it's just the PowerPoints. So we're going to look at just the PowerPoints for chapter 1 this week. There we go. So, Chapter 1, Introduction to What is Economics. Economics is the science of choice, exploring the choices made by individuals and organizations. So, here's our learning objectives. 3 economic questions, 3 key economic questions. Insights for economics for real-world problems such as congestion. 4 elements of the economic way of thinking. 3 ways to use macroeconomics and 3 ways to use microeconomics. Okay. So what is economics? Scarcity. Scarcity. Resources we use to produce goods and services are limited. No matter how wealthy you are or how much land you have, how many trees are on the land, everything has a number. There are so many trees, there is so much land, there is so much money. So therefore it's scarce. It might not seem scarce, but there's a limit to how much you have. Economics is the study of choices when there is scarcity. So, because you only have so much money, because you only have so many trees, because you only have a limited amount, what's your choice? What are you going to do? If you have $10, you can choose between 1, 2, 3, or more things that total $10. But once the $10 is gone, you can't buy anything else. So if you choose to purchase 10 candy bars, then that costs you $10, and now you can't buy anything else to go with that. If you choose to fill up your car with gas, or as much as $10 per buy, once that's gone, then you have no money for anything else. But you have gas in your car, or you have candy bars, but you have no money for anything else. So what are the choices that you want to make? Do you want candy bars, gas, or a combination of the two, or something completely different? Okay, factors of production, natural resources, resources provided by nature used to produce goods and services, labor, humans actually doing the work, mental or physical. Right now, I'm recording this lecture for you. That's the labor involved in teaching. The natural resources is the computer that I'm using to do so. The resources that were made to use to make the computer. Physical capital, the stocks of equipment, machines, structures, infrastructure that's used to produce goods and services. Human capital, knowledge and skills required through work education used to produce goods. And entrepreneurship, the effort to use to coordinate the factors of production. Okay. So, positive versus normative analysis. Positive analysis answers the question, what is and or what will be. Normative answers the question, what ought to be. So, a positive question, if the government increases minimum wage, how many workers will lose their jobs? Normative question is, should government increase minimum wage? Okay, that's also an inaccurate way of making a question because it's a leading question. Um, if you look at the whole, that may or may not be true, depending on what type of jobs you're actually measuring. So we'll have to wait and see about that. 3 key economic questions: what, how, and who. What products do we produce? How do we produce the products? And who consumes the products? Okay, so what products to be produced? Well, which ones are going to sell? Right? We don't want to produce products that don't sell. What products can we produce to sell at a profit? Because we can produce lots of products and sell them, but if we sell them for less than what it costs to make them, then there's no point in doing that. How do we produce the products? Do you do it domestically? Do you do it internationally? Do you do it in-house? Do you outsource? And what's our target market? Economic model simplified. Uh, Representation of economic environment, often employing a graph. Economists love graphs. Go away. Okay, so from down here, economic analysis and modern problems. Africa is the world's second largest continent in both area and population, and accounts for more than 12% of the world's human population. Countries of sub-Saharan Africa are highlighted in green in the figure. Let's see if they get, hey, they did. How about that? So there's sub-Saharan Africa. Okay. So if we look at economic analysis and modern problems, uh, economic view of the current world recession. Well, this is obviously very old because now we're in something far more extensive with the pandemic, and it'll take years, of course, for that to enter into the books. Um, but in this recession, this was the Great Recession of 2007, which may or may not be great anymore after depending on what happens now. The problem started innocently enough with booming market for homes that was fueled by easy credit from financial institutions, but later discovered that many purchasers of homes and properties could not really afford them. Result, business found it increasingly difficult to borrow money for everyday use and investment, and economic activity around the world began to contract. Use of assumptions to simplify. Economists use assumptions to make things simpler and focus attention on what really matters, isolate variables, ceteris paribus, all else being equal. Variable, a measure of something that can take on different values. Ceteris paribus is Latin expression meaning other variables being held fixed. In other words, all things being equal. Think of at the margin how will a small change in variable affect another variable? What impact that has on people or decisions they make? Marginal change, a small 1 unit change in value. So it changes. Marginal means just one thing changes. That's it. And then you see what happens. Rational people respond to incentives. A key assumption of most economic analysis is that people act rationally, meaning that they act in their own self-interest. So if you're looking at two pickup trucks, one Ford and one Chevy, and the Chevy costs more than the Ford with the same equipment on it, most people would buy the Ford. Same with Ram. If Ram is cheaper than Ford or Chevy with the same equipment, people would buy the Ram as long as everything else is equal. So it's okay. Go down here to this. Preview upcoming attractions in macroeconomics. Try this. The study of macroeconomics is the study of a nation's economy as a whole, focuses on the issues of inflation, unemployment, and economic growth. So right now you're hearing a lot about the Federal Reserve and them injecting cash into the system to try and keep the system from collapsing. Right now, the last time I read, their balance sheet was in excess of $6.7 trillion. Trillion dollars. Prior to last year, I think it had never exceeded $4 trillion before. And in normal times, it's less than 2 trillion. So now we're nearing 7 trillion. And if we have a second wave, it could top 10 trillion. And there's a whole other debate on that. Anyway, macroeconomics explains why economies grow and change, and why economic growth is sometimes interrupted. Okay, and then the second part, using macroeconomics to understand economic fluctuations. All economies, including the ones that experience a general trend of rising per capita income, are subject to economic fluctuations, including periods when the economy shrinks. Okay, so if you already have everything, there's no reason to buy anything until something wears out or breaks. So if you just bought a laptop computer for this class, for this program, you're probably not going to buy another laptop computer for a couple of years or several years. So once people have the majority of what they need, they don't go out and buy more. Only things that expire quickly, like food, do you buy on a consistent basis. Otherwise, there's no reason to keep buying something when you have something, when you already have it and it works fine. So once everyone has what they need, then the economy starts shrinking because people don't need to buy anything. Or people don't have the money to buy anything if unemployment goes up or inflation goes up and things cost too much compared to how much people make. Um, one, then here's our key terms that we have for this chapter. And here's a nice little graph in the appendix. Economists love graphs. There's all kinds of different graphs here that you can go through and look at and see if any of them interest you. Okay? And that's chapter 1 in economics. Hope you're all having a great week.